bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. This is Saquon Barkley. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Love. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
3rd and long for Love. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Fighting his way through contact. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And the Giants 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Open man is Ross, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, New York.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Love from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Tony Pollard, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Ball carrier.
And this will be a Giants first down as good running gets him to about the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A first down carry for Barkley. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Love now on 2nd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. 1st and goal from the 6, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Love fires that quickly outside, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
New York.
A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The 46-yard line.
Non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 14-yard line.
Here's Elliott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. trying to run for it with Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's a keeper with Prescott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
To number 1. Touchdown, New York.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Made back at his 48-yard line.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Here's Prescott being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now here's Ross. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, first and 10.
1-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down, here's Barkley. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25.
You thought you had it.
Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 78 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing again, Prescott on second and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On first down, Barkley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Neal brought him down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. On fourth down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Second down, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing deep for Galladay. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off near his own 48. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley escapes the defender. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Makes the score.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and they haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Here's Pollard. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Down at his own 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington.
Cowboys 7.
It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
12 yards there and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. They'll
throw again. Prescott. And he's going to go down. He he's sacked back at the 24. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up third down.
3rd and long for Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
10-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Giants 26, Cowboys 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Giants on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
Made by Jalen Smith.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action this time with Love. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Love from the gun. Buying time to his left. Throw it. And got his man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
At the Cowboys 30.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. That is incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
On play action. Love to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Golladay. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Giants 33. Cowboys.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at its 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Run for Pollard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. On 4th down, here's the option. Open man layup, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 20, able to hit his target layup. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.